Hello everyone, I'm Kiran Kumar Ravindran. I'm going to present a topic namely performance optimization of mobile devices using machine learning techniques. The topic is basically related to mobile computing. Mobile computing is one of the most important applications of embedded systems. The following are the motivation behind this topic. First is the need for mobile energy storage that has grown rapidly and could not keep up with the advent of newer technologies and applications in the mobile devices that has been introduced in a daily basis like 5G networking, 3D gaming, etc. Meanwhile, the mobile devices are connected over wireless networks makes it more vulnerable for security threats as there are chances of information leakage from communication channel. According to a survey conducted in 2019, the number of mobile internet users went past 7.8 billion. Among these, 3.8 billion are smartphone users, and it is also been estimated that these numbers will grow at the rate of 100 million per year. These trends suggest that mobile computing platform is the next big thing in the domain of embedded systems design, and this trend will remain inevitable for the next few decades, and the engineers need to push their limit to add new features and functions to improve the performance of the state-of-the-art mobile devices. With the emergence of machine learning techniques for the design of embedded systems, the scope of performance enhancements on mobile devices and IoT devices has increased to a great extent. In this presentation, we are going to discuss how the energy will be optimized along with increased security in the mobile devices by employing different machine learning algorithms. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence based on the idea that systems can learn from data, identify patterns, and make decisions with minimal human intervention. Machine learning eliminates monotonous human efforts, thereby completely reducing the labor cost, which in turn have a significant effect in the cost of production. Machine learning methods can be used for data analysis, which in turn automates analytical building. The three types of machine learning techniques are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. In supervised learning, training data in the learning process is used to make predictions about the data in the training process. The learning will end only when the algorithm achieves an acceptable degree of performance in supervised learning, and the problems can be grouped into regression and classification in supervised learning. In unsupervised learning, the learning algorithm learns patterns from untagged data. These algorithms are particularly useful when the user doesn't know what to look for in the data. These algorithms use techniques on the input data to mine for rules, detect patterns, summarize and group the data points. Unsupervised learning problems can be grouped into dimensionality reduction and clustering. Reinforcement learning algorithm learns from its experiences of the environment until it explores the full range of possible states. It allows the machines and software agents to automatically determine the ideal behavior within a specific context in order to maximize its performance. A software agent decides the best action to select based on the current state. This step is repeated and the problem is known as Markov decision process. The commonly used supervised learning algorithms are naive Bayes classification, decision trees, random forest. Random forest is nothing but the ensemble of decision trees, support vector machines, linear regression, logistic regression, nearest neighbor, and neural networks. Supervised learning algorithms are the most commonly used machine learning algorithms in the design of embedded systems. K-means clustering association rules are the most commonly used unsupervised learning algorithms. Q-learning, temporal difference, deep adversarial networks are the commonly used reinforcement learning algorithms. This is the most crucial part of our presentation. In this slide, I am going to explain about Aura middleware framework. The Aura middleware framework is implemented at the middleware level in the software stack of the Android operating system, which runs in the background as an Android service. When the user switches between applications, the Aura runtime will receive a global focus event and update any relevant session information of the previous foreground application to an app profile database stored in memory. Then the runtime monitor will search for the database for current foreground application. If the application exists in the database and is classified, then the Power Manager will make use of applications learned classification and user interaction pattern statistics, example mean and standard deviation of touch events, to invoke a user specific power management strategy that is being optimized for the application. The Power Manager directly accesses the mobile device hardware components to change screen backlight and CPU frequency. If the application does not exist in the database, or the application exists in the database but it is not classified, then the Aura will make use of the user interaction events, global touch and global key, to dynamically classify the application using Bayesian application classifier. Once the classification is done, the Power Manager will run an appropriate power management strategy on the next invocation of the app. An event emulator integrated into Aura is used to simulate user interaction events for validation purposes. The Aura Energy Optimization Middleware Framework rightly balances the energy consumption and quality of service requirements using the Bayesian application classifier that classifies applications based on user interaction. Once an application is classified, Aura makes use of reinforcement learning techniques, MDP or Q-learning based power management algorithms that adjust the processor frequency and screen backlight levels to reduce system energy consumption between user interaction levels. The Aura framework produces promising results when utilized in the Android-based HTC Dream and Google Nexus One mobile devices, where 29% energy savings are achieved compared to the baseline device manager, and up to 5 times savings over the best known prior work on CPU and backlight energy co-optimization. Up next, I am going to explain about context-aware energy enhancement in smart mobile devices. In this strategy, the focus is to exploit machine learning algorithms to discover opportunities for energy saving in mobile devices through the dynamic adaptation of data transfer and location network interface configurations without any direct user input. The aim is to present a state classification that achieves good energy saving percentage while maintaining user satisfaction. The 4 different classes of machine learning algorithms that are being used in this approach are linear discriminant analysis, linear logistic regression, K nearest neighbor, and nonlinear logistic regression with neural networks. All the 4 machine learning algorithms used are supervised learning algorithms. In order to compare the relative effectiveness of the different algorithms at predicting a user's data and location usage requirements, 5 real user usage profiles for 4 different Android smartphones were collected over 1 week period with a custom context logger application. This context logger application saves the values of data attributes and passes them to the learning module. The experimental results suggest that nonlinear regression with neural network approach that uses the fast scaled conjugate gradient training method along with the number of hidden units equal to half the attribute space provides good accuracy and good energy savings while maintaining a low implementation overhead. The linear discriminant analysis and linear logistic regression approaches have the lowest implementation overhead and can result in high energy savings but at the cost of poor user experience. The KNN approach is very effective in terms of prediction accuracy and energy savings, but its unreasonable implementation overhead makes it inappropriate for real-world applications. Both the prior works, missing values self-organizing map and variable rate logging, provides low energy savings as a result of its poor prediction accuracy. In this slide, there are two bar graphs presented which gives the average accuracy percentage and energy saved percentage that is being evaluated for real users. From this graph, it is known that MVSOM algorithm presents the least average accuracy percentage and the least energy saved percentage, whereas the neural networks present the highest average accuracy percentage and linear logistic regression presents the highest energy saved percentage. In this tabular column, algorithms with its respective average runtime is presented, where linear logistic regression presents the least average runtime followed by linear discriminant analysis, but both these learning algorithms gives poor user experience in mobile devices. As a result, neural networks is considered to be the best among the 6 algorithms that has been discussed in the context of energy enhancements in smart mobile devices. Up next, we move on to security threats in mobile and IoT devices. As the mobile and IoT devices are connected over wireless networks where there are chances of information leakage from the communication channel. Securing these mobile devices and IoT devices is a complex and challenging task that need to be addressed. The types of security threats in mobile and IoT devices are confidentiality, integrity, authentication, authorization, availability, and non-repudiation. In this slide, there is a flow chart that presents the types of security threats and its associated attacks in mobile and IoT devices, starting from eavesdropping, tracking users, impersonation, malicious inputs, data tampering, denial of service, and so on. In this slide, the architecture of the adaptive service choice system is presented, where the mobile device data attributes are sent to the learning agent. The learning agent employs supervised learning algorithms in order to optimize the energy efficiency of the mobile devices by presenting a service choice over two different services that has been considered in the architecture of the adaptive service choice system. Next, we are going to discuss about energy aware and security aware optimization for services on mobile devices. The aim of this work is to solve the problem of energy efficient workload allocation without compromising on device security. In this work, three types of security level requirements are considered: device, task, and resource security level requirements are the three types of security level requirements considered. Concept used in this work targets endpoint mobile devices rather than cloud infrastructure. In this context, three different supervised learning algorithms are employed. Naive Bayes, which is a simple probabilistic classifier, C4.5, which is a decision tree learning algorithm, and random forest learning algorithm built using an ensemble of decision trees. The work in this context is a straightforward extension of the original solution to accommodate security requirements for task offloading scenarios. The two services that were used for evaluation are face recognition and OCR. The experimental results revealed that the evolved adaptation algorithm reduced power consumption by 41% for the J48 classifier, which is nothing but the C4.5 implementation, and 48% for the random forest classifier and 17% for the naive Bayes classifier. This work can be further extended to create a system using adaptive algorithms based on machine learning that enables efficient learning and allows the user to make better choices. That's it for the presentation. Thank you.